Okay, now here's hoping that people do not need to borrow $20 from me to buy alcohol. Got interrupted last time because I had to swap my mother $20. Anyway, this is where you're supposed to go. There's a new area here, including this guy. Can't really see him, but oh yeah, you can. His face is up there. Shadow Pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons. In battle, or melee weapons in battle, sorry. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. Yeah, like shoving a missile up its backside. That's our first example, or our first taste into a space pirate. This area is called the Space Pirate Research Lab. Annoying noise, by the way. These are regular space pirates. Sentient aggressor species well trained in weapon and melee combat. Space pirates yield galvic accelerator cannons and forearm mounted scythes in combat. The species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and amoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. These are the main villainous force in Metroid. These are space pirates. They are the minions of Ridley. And if you read a dialogue box in the Space Pirate Frigate, you would have learned that they brought their leader back to life and creating Meta Ridley. So, space pirates are very villainous in this game. So, the wave beam does a unique thing to enemies. If you shoot an enemy with the wave beam, you'll stun them. Also, the wave beam has limited homing. These guys also owned the ship that we saw at the very beginning of the game. Is there one up here? Yeah. I want to show off what happens if you kill a turret with the wave beam. So, killing a turret with the wave beam just has a rapid fire. It short circuits. Coming down here, there's some space pirate lore to be had. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin, expelling phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutagens appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single-generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talon 4 are being finalized. So, first bit of dialogue you read already is, hey, there's this thing that's causing creatures to die on a planet. Yeah, let's go learn about it. Mining operations have begun near the crater where phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucination. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plug them whenever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination with our current timetable. There's a lot of space-powered lore in the space. Important lores are always red. Our initial tests exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearances of a second ring of mandibles. In several subjects, these creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. So let's take a creature, let's jam it full of phazon, and then do that 3 more times. So yeah, Samus's log on them said they are ruthless in their pursuit for power. Nope, no phase or no red notes here, but there's one here. Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Phadrana Drifts region of Talon's 4 Mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures may have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control. Even those well into phazon infusion cycles, or even those, whatever. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to the two quarantined caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern, as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them, without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. 50% scans. Tank here that we can't do anything with. Yeah, killing turrets with wave beam is not recommended. due to how they miraculous like they sporadically fire, which is somewhat problematic because they can still hit you. Also, yeah, the stun effect works even if it's not fully charged. I believe, though, creatures... the charging does affect damage somewhat, but not much to matter, really, if you just want the charge effect. Anyway. 2 lures and an actual important point. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Talon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike, a landmass at heading mark 40.8.2. Returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging, analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Talon 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Phase 1 mining is underway, several garrisons have been established, and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be... Hey, I'm back. Okay. Just got called down for dinner, so... Okay, where was I? The terraforming shows a ruin, security systems are operational, and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fendrana Drifts have proven an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starpost. What's a starport? Or starport? Is that like where spaceships would land, I imagine? If command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. Is there any more up top? No. No logs up here? Okay, no logs up there. Yeah, so I just had to go eat dinner. Well, didn't have to, but someone spends time making food and then decides to call you down to be like, hey, you should eat. I'm not gonna sit there and, be gone from me. I am too good for your cooking. No. Thud, thud. Thud, thud. Yeah, I get a feeling that the thing I missed on my one file a couple months ago was in this room. Anyway, spinner tracks have turned on. There is 4 of them. Yep, turn on all 4 of them. Or turn off all 4 of them because it releases something. And you get an item. That's a unique looking item. Okay, let's see if I can remember those scans. Planet Zebus, 4.8 trillion teratons. Profile. Planet's crust is primarily earthic core, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A Class 19 planet, Zebus is inhospitable to most bioforms. the world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. Talon 4, 5.1 trillion teratons. Ecosystem studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phase-on radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren Class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. Twin Tabula. Dormine. Is that it? Okay. Oh, that can't be it. Okay, no, there's one on the inner cycle. Okay, Billium. So yeah, I guess that is it. Anyway, you can't progress through here without space jump. Not that you can even get in the space with space jump. Okay, where do I go? Oh, that's a save room. Oh yeah, blue doors can be opened by any beam. And also, when you shoot a door, it loses its luster. Come on. Meaning it's ready to be opened. The super missile. This is a unique thing called a beam combo, as you notice on the right side of the screen. Give you a split second to look about it. There is no there's no super missile counter. If you read that tooltip, you'll know how they work, but I will showcase it here in a second. The super missile is a unique tool. You do need it. It is mandatory. Oh, is this the... Yeah, that might be the... So, Space Pirates. 1, 2. 1, 2. So, we've seen how many missiles a Space Pirate takes. Here's a new enemy, called an aerial trooper. Flying pirate. Space pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signatures on the jetpacks can be traced with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks can be even more so. If the pack fails, they will make a suicide strike. So, 1, 2, 3. 3 to kill one. Aim at an enemy with the power beam. Target, and while charged, fire a missile. And you fire a super missile. If you look at my missile count on the right, 50, 45. Super missile takes 5 missiles to fire. They take 5 missiles to fire. So, regular missile, charge up, and once you charge up, fire a super missile. And I'm going to cheat. Is it this one? Yes. I'm going to cheat this. There's an important item over here. You can't get this until much later. You need the second to last item of the game to get this. I don't want to come all the way out here and waste a bunch of time. So, you're supposed to fire a missile at that thing. You can't, because there's ice blocking the way. So, how do you do it? How do you cheat? Make sure you have the top box of this still here. I am going to show off how you're supposed to do it later. Jump over the fence. And fire a missile over the barrier. You have to hit the orange thing. Come on. You can do it. And I know they did not patch this out. This is still a thing. Oh, maybe I'm not aiming high enough or low enough. Come on! This is possible! Go away! Why are you giving me so much difficulty with this? There we go. I normally get that first try whenever I play. What the world? Anyway, it blows this open. Creating a little tunnel to go through and pick this thing up. A Chozo artifact. This is Artifact of the Elder, 3rd of 12. And it is one of the items in the middle of the logbook. We read an article earlier about how the Chozo decided to lock the great evil behind 12 signatures things, 12 little bio things. That is one of them. That is one of the items you need to beat the game. That is called a Chozo artifact. And it is pretty important. I mentioned at the very beginning of the game that if we come over here and in the landing zone, how I could go up there. And I said that there was something over there. There was there's a scan and one of those Chozo artifacts. It requires missiles to get. Okay. Oh. Metroid. Okay, that's a red scan too. Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4 research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial phase-on infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of phase-on on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by phase-on sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creature stays the same thereafter remains to be seen. Oh. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zibus, Command ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a dramatic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capabilities. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Metroid, will become the mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish. No other scans. To progress, you have to scan the Metroid. Talon Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR388, into a unique subspecies found only on Talon 4. A Talon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake and attack Talon Metroid or attach Metroid, is to enter morph ball mode and lay a bomb. And once you scan him, it pops out of the casing and begins to attack. Kill it. Once you kill it, the alarm goes off, and the space pirates are alerted to your presence. Once alerted, they are now going to just attack you. I just like using super missiles against them. It's a nice definitive end to them. Okay. Another scan. Our confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The codename for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degradation. Here's an item. I hate getting this. Can I just jump up to it? Can I jump on the railing? Yes. Nope. I hate getting this item. Because you have to go up here. And it's a morph ball puzzle. Hate doing this because I have no depth perception. So this corner, I have no way of knowing where I am on it. I did it. 25% of the items. There's more Metroids. You can fight them. One super missile is not enough to kill it. There is an item down here. It's right here. E-tank. Okay. More pirate scans. 2 more. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research team has isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadriparticle nucleus. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet, without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. Wouldn't it just be biogenetic energy, like biogenetic electricity that they absorb? Because don't we have like our own series of like electricity we produce? Studies of Metroid biology continue through limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal. Okay. Any more? Things? No more red? No more red. Get me away from this chiming. Ice Beetle! Ice Beetle, burrowing insect with an ice-reinforced carapace averse to heat. This member of the beetle family has adapted to life in the sub-zero temperatures in the Finjana drifts. Growing a thick ice shell over its entire body, the ice is extremely resilient, providing the ice beetle with extra protection and augmented digging abilities. Yeah, a whole lot of resilience you've got there. One missile kills you still. Okay. Red one. This is not a thing. It's not a I'm gonna jump down because I want this missile. Okay. 27 missiles. That's 5 supers. And a white door. I'm sure there's more lore down here, but I'm not going to scan it until after. And by after, I mean as soon as I scan this one. Basically scanning these, and they're lowering the force field containment around that thing. So, that is just ready to be picked up now. Now, fair warning, this is this is a visor, as you can see. I do know my mother has a hard time looking at the screen whenever I have the visor active, whenever I play personally. So, here is your fair warning now that as soon as I pick this up, the lights are going to go out. As soon as the lights go out, I have to use this to escape. If the visual effect that this visor gives you causes you to have a headache, or anything like that, if it hurts your eyes, causes you to have a headache, if it bothers you at all, please, please, please stop watching. I will not take offense if you do not watch the series after this point. I absolutely 100% will not take offense if you stop. I care more about your well-being than my viewer numbers. So if this hurts your eyes at all, what I'm about to do, please quit. You will not bug me. You will not offend me. I will personally understand because I am telling you to do so. So here's your warning that if you are adverse to very bright lights, this item is used a number of times throughout the game. It is used quite a bit throughout the game. The thermal visor. Yeah, it is used a lot throughout the game. Well, I say a lot, it's a couple times. I think it's like 4 or 5 extra times. But if this, because the lights are about to go out, once they do Space Pirates attack, okay. So you can leave. Yeah, you can leave through just feeling your way out because you can see very vaguely the outlines of the area. You're supposed to use the visor. If this at all bothers you, if this hurts your eyes or anything like that, this is the last video you can watch, and I genuinely thank you for your viewership. But if this hurts your eyes at all, I am sorry. This is the thermal visor, and you are forced to use it to get out of here. Well, you're not forced to use it, but it is how you get out of here. And because there's no power, the Metroids are able to flee. And the thermal visor, the reason I say that it's used a lot, this door has no power. We cannot get out. However, when I go into thermal, this thing, shooting it does nothing until you activate wave beam. And then once you shoot it, the door activates. And gives us a new enemy. The sentry drone. Well-armed and armored security mecha. Sentry drones have limited intelligence, but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they're susceptible to electric attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown and then attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suite can scramble visor technology as well. So, drones are relatively annoying. Glowing, like, doors and all that, they still glow. You can, like, get out without the visor. And I'm going to attempt to not use it as much as I can. I'm going to try my darndest to not use it much. But there's a very good chance I will have to use it. Actually, I'm going to have to use it. Because I forgot YouTube downscale, or it messes with the visual quality of videos. Yeah, it messes with the visual quality of videos, so they appear darker than they should. Okay. "27 missiles. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to have it off as long as I can, but sometimes I can't. Sometimes I will have to have it on. There you go. But there is a boss fight coming up. The actual area boss for Phendrana that requires its use. Okay, let's see. Does this destroy the whole stack? No. As long as I have enough for one, I'm fine, because I need one for an upgrade in the earlier part of Space Pirate Base. Oh yeah, super missiles are homing. Like, quite a bit homing. Okay. Now, the darkness is not persistent throughout all of Phendrana. It's only the Space Pirate Base. I'm also going to attempt to have the parts that I need to use the visor and be all at once. Like, just be in one part. There you go. Anyway, there's a tank here that has a super missile in it, but it requires super missiles. Yeah, super missile's also a really good, like, opening negotiation tool. Yeah, it's a good opening negotiation tool. So if you see a space pirate like hiding on a wall or a ceiling, it's good. It's gonna start a conversation strong. Yeah, nice dodge roll there, buddy. Oh, Metroid broke out. Hey. Oh, it's latched on. Once they latch on, you just have to bomb them off. Oh, yeah, an entering morph ball takes you out of the visor. Yep, everything. Everything does. Hit the ground. Oh yeah, because I forgot. You're supposed to use thermal to track down the invisible ones. Yep. So as soon as you get to this room, you are good to get out of the thermal visor. I need to get some more missiles. It's giving 5 amounts. But anyway, I'm going to be done with this part. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.